Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. In this video, we are going to discuss ancillary services with accommodation benefit. Benefit number 28 from our handout. This benefit comes along with accommodation benefit. We have two types of accommodation. One is job related and another is living accommodation. Ancillary services means that expenses related to accommodation is paid by employer. For example, heating, lighting, cleaning, repairing, maintenance, decoration, this type or domestic expenses of accommodation. Yani employer is providing you an accommodation plus he is also taking care of household expenses. Household expenses, heating, lighting, cleaning, repairing, maintenance, decoration, this types of expenses. If employer is taking care of these all expenses, so this is a benefit and it's a taxable benefit, but there's a difference. If these benefits, these ancillary services are being paid by employer and the accommodation is living accommodation, whole amount paid by employer will be taxable. But if the accommodation is job related, then it will be restricted to 10%. It will be restricted to 10% of formula. What is the formula? We are going to learn with a question. If you want to note it down, just note it down. 10% of employment income excluding this benefit of living accommodation. How to do it? We are going to learn with this question called FANTA. So I need you guys to please read the question by your own first, then we will do it together. So FANTA, they are saying requirement A, that assume this is not a job related, means it's a living accommodation, easy living accommodation. So living accommodation, we will do it. Penta is a hotel manager, is provided with accommodation. Requirement is says it's a living accommodation. Okay, we know higher of annual value, actual rent. Now, salary is 25,000 pounds. Very good. She has other employment benefit of 500. She is contributing in occupational pension scheme of 2,000. Here they are not asking you employment income. Very carefully, please. They are asking you taxable benefit of accommodation. Yani you are only required to calculate accommodation and related benefits of accommodation only. No need to consider salary, no need to consider occupational pension, no need to consider other benefits. Only focus on employment income. Only focus on only focus on accommodation benefit. Accommodation has an annual value of 1,500. Very good. Actual rent is not given, means 0. Higher of is 1,500. I take it out. Higher of. Cost is 90,000 4 years ago. If cost is greater than 75,000, we know we have to calculate additional benefit, and the additional benefit will be the excess over 2%. Excess of what? Sometimes we took cost, sometimes we took market value. The rule is 6 years. Here is only 4 years, means we are going to take original cost. Cost means cost plus all previous, yani before 21-22 tax years, improvements or capital expenses. There is no capital expenses in this question. So additional benefit is 90,000 minus 75 into 2%, which is 300. Now, accommodation contains furniture. Okay, furniture, use of asset. Furniture, we never learned separate benefit of furniture. So it's a use of asset, 20% into cost of an asset, which is 10,000 to 2,000. Now, very important, employer pays all the household bills. This is known as ancillary services. Please look at that. Ancillary services rule is if it is provided with living accommodation, full amount is going to be taxable, the orange box. So how much is the full amount? 1000. So this is my total benefits if it is a living accommodation, 4800. Simple, very easy. But the B part is if it is job related accommodation. So what we should do? We knows that job related accommodation is an exempt benefit. We will write 0 and the ancillary services. What we should do with that? So it will be taxable 10%. How we are going to calculate this 10%? We are going to learn now. Now, job related accommodation related benefits will be calculated as follows. The formula is 10% of 10% of annual salary. Annual salary is given. How much is the annual salary? Annual salary is given in the first line of the question, 25,000. So, okay, 25,000 is annual salary plus benefits. They provide you other benefits which is given like car, other than accommodation related benefits, whatever they are. Minus benefits relates to accommodation. So you can see in this question, you are now calculating household, no? Household benefit. In this question, do you have any benefit you calculated or you have related to this accommodation, which is only furniture in accommodation, which we already calculated 20% of 10,000, which was 2,000, right or wrong? Benefit associated with accommodation means furniture or assets with accommodation, and the use of asset formula is 20%. So this is going to be deducted. Now, why I'm not deducting thousands? Or this 1,000 is also related to accommodation? No, this thousands benefit we are going to calculate. That against this 1,000, what amount we should write? This we are going to calculate. So this we are going to just ignore because we are calculating the correct number of this 1,000. What should be added in salary instead of 1,000 if an accommodation is job related? So it's annual salary, it's given. Other than accommodation benefits, yes, we took it. And furniture or anything which is inside the accommodation benefit, which is use of asset, which is coming already 2,000, we already calculated here. So 10% of this bracket, which is 2350. This is the answer. Use of asset will not be reported separately. Note down, use of asset will not be reported separately if asset is provided within accommodation and accommodation is job related. If it is living accommodation, accommodation benefit will be calculated, additional benefit will be calculated, use of furniture separately calculated, and all the related expenses of accommodation paid by employer will going to be added as it is in the format. But if the accommodation is job related, accommodation is exempt, 0. Use of asset will never be calculated. It will be all together. Household and use of asset, you can say, will be calculated as this formula. And this formula, annual salary plus other benefit minus benefit associated with accommodation. This you can say household and use of asset all together. This all together in the case of job related accommodation. This is very important benefit. Many students ignore it because it's a very small part of your study tax, and in the examination kit there is no question available on this topic. So please don't leave this topic. It's an important topic. Examiner might examine it for 2 marks MCQ or MTQ. So please review it again. Any questions, any confusion, I am available. You can ask me through WhatsApp. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.